I'm done. I quit YouTube. Hello everybody. If you just saw that, that was a notification I got from when I saw Michael Goosebumps fan subscribe to my channel. And primarily, the time of filming this, this is Friday. And I am dead shocked that even happened. I am lost for words. I'm at a loss for words. I can't. Same with Goosebumps Completionist too. Don't subscribe. Yeah. So if you haven't been there, yeah, recently they actually mentioned me. Both of them they had it mentioned at me. It's really awesome. They commented a few of my videos, and of course, main thing just showed there. Just overall extremely happy. I can't. Today I had no idea what I was gonna do. So I kind of looked at the schedule. I'm like, ugh, I can move this up a little bit. Yeah, I'm just dead shocked that this is what happened today. Yeah, you're gonna see the Sunday course. Yeah, thank you, Goosebumps, Michael Goosebumps fan and Goosebumps Completionist. You guys are amazing. Absolutely incredible. Also thank you to Monster Blood. Forgot to mention you. Yes, you were fantastic. Everybody I mentioned in that, underrated Goosebumps YouTubers video. I'm very shocked that blew up. Well, at least, got a little more reception than I thought it would. I thought people were gonna be like, hey, you call me underrated or something? Like, people would be offended by it. Like, I was thinking people might not like the video or not. But surprised to see that people actually really liked it. Even though it was kind of bad and it was very low quality at some parts. And it was hell to get it even uploaded because I uploaded the whole video and then it just would not be in the latest video, so nobody would even know I uploaded a new video. Anyways, on to today's topic. We're going to be talking about, well, actually ranking all of the Goosebumps series on a tier list. I'm very excited to do this. Yeah, we're going to be doing everything from the original series to Goosebumps triple headers to, of course, Slappy World. At the time, House of Shivers is not released, so we might do an updated video once that series is basically cut. Well, eventually, sometime in the future, when that series has begun, or basically has been completed. At the time, I have actually not read Fright Night, but I've heard it's decent. But yeah, we're not ranking the books; we're just rating the series so far and what you like. I don't think Fright Night's really gonna affect the score too much, so it might make it go up for Slappy World. Either way, yeah, let's get to the tier list stuff. You know, yay! So here we are. We have the tier list in front of us. Sadly, it does not go down to F, but I have to work with what I got, which is absolute bullshit. But okay. Starting off with the original 62, or the original lineup, whatever you want to call it. Easy S tier. Come on. It's iconic. Some of the best writing ever from Stein. Has the most recognizable books in it, and titles, covers, etc., etc. Easy S tier. Give yourself Goosebumps. I give this an easy A tier. It's not much better than the original series. It's not even better in general. I actually prefer the original series over this for one reason, because these can be a little confusing. If you're trying to get all the endings, you really have to keep track of them, and you have to do a lot of work to get them all. But it is worth it in the end just to see where you can go. And I mean, the first book, minor spoilers, but there's a really awesome character that appears in one of the endings, which is really cool. But yeah, and it also opened the door for a lot of sequels and really cool ideas. And it was overall fun experience for reading one of these books. 10 Spooky Stories. I have heard a lot about this, and from the few I have read, I've heard it's really good, and I have thought it was pretty decent. I'm going to give this a B tier, mostly because stories are short-lived. Not that it's bad, but it could have been a little longer at some of them. I still really like them, and there's a decent amount in there, too. Next up, we're Goosebumps Presents. Never been a big fan of Goosebumps Presents, so I'm just gonna put it in C tier. Yeah, we're just going down. It's just okay. I don't really see a need to talk about it too much on the channel. It's one of the Goosebumps series that just exists, and it didn't do too well. It actually got cut. So the Blob Betty Everyone was actually a canceled Goosebump book. If we ever do a canceled Goosebump books video, which we probably will eventually, don't be surprised, we'll definitely include the Blob Betty Everyone Goosebumps Presents book. Next up, Goosebumps Triple Header. Another C tier because it never got finished. There was a third book that was supposed to be made. There even has a cover online and it looks rad as shit. But sadly, just never got to be completed. And honestly, the series is fine. Just really short-lived. Next up is Series 2000. Easy S tier once more. And since then, my opinions have changed. It is not the best series, because I'm like, I don't want to be Ozzy fan, of course. I don't want to be Ozzy fan again. But I think that the original series is more iconic, and though the writing in this is slightly improved and has some of the best cover arts ever, it is no more iconic than the originals. It's unforgettable, and the stories are also really great, but seriously, it does not beat the OG, but it's still an easy S tier. Goosebumps Horrorland is an A tier for me. I actually really like this comeback. The first 10 books were really amazing. The second was the 9 after. I don't know how I feel about them. Some of them are okay. Some were terrible, like Weirdo Halloween. So this series kind of has some major downsides to it. Like there's a lot of bad books and a lot of great books. But yeah, I really don't see the need to put it any lower than this, because it actually was a really nice comeback for Goosebumps, and I really liked it in general. But yeah. And I also liked how it actually had a storyline, and Horrorland actually got a major spotlight, opening the door to a potential sequel that never came to fruition in the Goosebumps movie universe. Very sad. But we do have Hall of Horrors, which is a really awesome series, but again, it is very short-lived, but it got a little more past triple header with a whopping 6 books. I know, crazy. But yeah, the series really, I actually read a Hall of Horrors book yesterday for the first time, Claws, and I actually really enjoyed it. Have it sitting right in front of me, actually. Review coming in August, after Goosebumps, since everything is planned already out. But yeah, I really enjoyed this series. Just, there was some really big, flops in there, that I've heard about, and it's a little short, so it's kind of going to have to get a little lower rating, but I like the idea of its very secretive part in Horrorland stuff. That's what the Hall of Horrors is. And yeah, it's just overall a fine series. Next up, we have Most Wanted. I'm going to have to give this another B tier. There are some really big hit or misses in here, and I don't really like a lot of them. For example, I really like The Haunter, but I absolutely hate The Wizard of Oz. And not to mention, the worst book ever came from this the series. Sorry, my absolute least favorite book is Son of Slappy, and it was literally the second book in this series. That isn't, well, if we're technically the third if you count the Wanted the Haunted Mask book, but I don't really count that since it is labeled as book 2. But yeah. Seriously, Son of Slappy is horrendous. Right after a decent book. My god. But yeah, I don't know. The series had a lot of hit or misses. I didn't like it as much as Hall of Horrors and Horrorland. And Slappy World. Oh, Slappy World. Tell me you might hate me, but I'm actually going to put this a little lower than you might expect. And that is because series is just... there's a lot of misses. Half the entire series is a bunch of misses, and I genuinely do enjoy it. There are some really great books, like I've heard Fright Night is good from Goosebumps Completionist. Don't watch any further in his review just because, I don't want spoilers. I really want to find out what's going on, and I really like the book description. But some of the books in there, like Fevers, I'm sorry, that was the old title, Night of the Squawker, absolute dog shit. 5th Grade Zombies, absolute dog shit. Ghost of Slappy, missed potential, in my opinion. It's just my opinion on that one. Some of the books had missed potential. Some of the books were just absolute failures. But also some of the books were great, like Judy and the Beast or Slappy in Dreamland or Slappy Beware. Most of the Slappy books were actually not terrible. Yeah, and it actually brought my third favorite Goosebumps book in one of my top 10 favorite Goosebumps books which is, sorry, thinking here, The Dummy Meets the Mummy. Absolutely love that one. It's amazing. But yeah, that is actually it. That is my ranking of all the Goosebumps series. I'm going to take any photos if you guys would like. Surprisingly, none ended in D tier. If I were to do any editations, I might put triple header in D tier. But I don't feel like that's needed, and it would just kind of be a waste of time. Yeah, I don't think it's terrible. But yeah, I really like the series that are on here. I don't hate any of them. I kind of made it out to be I kind of hate Slappy World. But it's more of a love-hate relationship, because there's a lot of good books and a lot of bad books. Like, really bad, and some really good. Hopefully, House of Shivers is actually a phenomenal series. So far, it's raising expectations, so it better deliver. God, even Ozzyvan's excited, so this thing better deliver. But, yeah, let's get to the outro now. So, yeah, those are my rankings for the Goosebumps series. Very weird thing to say, series. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been very happy with support recently, and I will, see you in the next one, which should be, either, tomorrow or Tuesday, probably, I Am Slappy's Evil Twin book review. So, yeah, see ya!